I'm holding court, you standing trial. Why ain't I see you round?
Y'all had the falling out, and I know this was years ago, so I know it's squashed.
Right.
But man, you went so hard on Cray. What was that about? Because I mean, you was hot.
Well,
You was hot.
because honestly, I expect excellence, and I expect a certain level of excellence, and if God bless you with excellence, and if God bless you with the ability to be able to be so crafted and so gifted that you yourself as a leader in a sense, I expect more than the world from you. I expect you to lead by charge, by example, by being on a level that, somebody like nobody has to coach you. Nobody has to tell you anything. And this is what we are in this day and age, and, I may come down at some point and whatever the case may be, or I may have a disagreement with one of my brothers. But my main thing is that, look, you cannot come to me and claim to be some type of superstar if you don't yourself recognize your ability to or what type of responsibilities you shoulder, and that you perfectly execute for the sake and the benefit. And you don't use that, if you don't use that superstar power to benefit a damn yourself, but because you are the superstar. But if you don't use that superstar ability to embrace everything and have everything God put in your life around you to benefit to every aspect of it, then you're not really a superstar. Mm-hmm. And I'm here, and I'm glad to be here to help you recognize your own self-worth if you don't see it yourself. Mm-hmm. And no matter what, I come down and we can argue, we can fight, we can do whatever, mm-hmm. but I'm going to benefit you by doing everything in my power to make sure our business that we created together mm-hmm. thrives. And if I feel you slacking in that category, I'm going to get in your face or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. But I expect, if you're a real superstar, I expect you to bring me superstar business and superstar success and superstar amenities all across the board. If you don't, I'm got some problems. Mm-hmm. You can't be a Method Man or a RZA or a Raekwon, a Ghostface, and you're not bringing to the table a RZA, a Method Man, Ghostface, killer business to the table, and that's my issue.
That was your issue with Cray, directly, him solely?
Bringing, yeah, I think with the one particular incident that you're talking about with reference to, like, nigga, put up or shut the fuck up shit or get off the pot. It was in reference in that category, but that has always been my problem. Yeah. To a certain degree. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying?
Because I know Krayzie.
And that's why whenever we fought, whenever we were caught, seen publicly having a gripe about, it was along those lines.
Yeah, because Cray was coming off of the success of Riding Dirty. You know what I mean? So I know you had referenced that. So I guess what I'm hearing is you felt as if, okay, my nigga, you've been leading the charge, or you want to lead the charge. You got the ball right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Bring that shit over here to the brothers, bring that whatever juice you got or you think you have, is what I'm hearing correctly. And let's do this shit. You know what I mean? And
let's do it.
You felt like maybe he was being selfish. I'm talking about at that point, because let the record reflect, this was years ago. So I know y'all brothers have squashed it, but I'm saying at that point, you felt like maybe he was being selfish.
Well, no, not necessarily selfish. It's not so much selfish, mm-hmm. but I would say that, like I said, like for example, you build a business, right? And you build, or no matter what it is, it can be a real estate business mm-hmm. or a restaurant or whatever. You build a business, and all of a sudden, you just let it crumble, or you don't tend to it, and you don't provide, or you don't give it. But if you build a business, you have to tend to it. Mm-hmm. Simple as that. Mm-hmm. What you can neglect your business, because they say, you know what I'm saying, you got to have at least 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 different ways that generate income. Mm-hmm. And I'll be damned if this is neglected, mm-hmm. especially when it has business partners. Mm-hmm. Flesh and Bone got his hands full in a bunch of shit. This Bone Thug brand situation is a whole nother kit and caboodle mm-hmm. that constitutes of 5 other members or 500 individuals that has to take care of it. And if they slacking on it, then I'm gonna call it out.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? If you create a business, you're supposed to have multiple businesses anyway.
Right, for sure.
Why not tend to them and make sure they're all healthy?
Real talk. I
so
mean,
now it's not to say that you're not being selfish when you're tending to yourself,
right,
and everything that you're trying to do as an artist. You want to do all types of shit.
Right.
But at the same time, when you got this stuff over here that's alive and well and healthy, or whatever the case may be, and it has so much more potential, you might as well tend to that, because this over here, what we have is Bone Thug, feeds pretty much virtually everything else that we're trying to do.
Right.
It's because what we did as the Bone brand that I'm able to do what I'm able to do as a soloist and everything. And I attribute that, and I thank the Bone brand for that blessing.
For sure. You know I mean, I always say I created 10 businesses in case 9 of them failed. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I understand. I guess what you're saying is, of course, I'm on the outside looking in. It's not necessarily that Cray did anybody wrong. I mean, you can't really do somebody wrong if you're doing yourself right. You know, is it that you're just doing yourself right? You know what I mean? So So now, so y'all squashed that, which was good. And then I know you and Busy had some little strife as well, right?
Well, it's not even about that. It's just that at the end of the day, I am for real big bro.
Yeah.
To the point to where all of my big bros, we've always had one-on-ones, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm the big bro of the camp. And at one point, we've all had our brotherly instances. For sure. The straight and narrow. So there's a whole life span of incidents where me and Busy, me and Lay, me and Cray, me and Wish, whatever the case may be, we love each other, we fight each other, we make sure we all good.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So yes, you're right.
Yeah.
We've and as a successful band and a successful family, we bump heads all the time.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, my mama used to tell me, bro, if you don't fall out with your friends, they not your real friends. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna bump. Hey, listen, me and P, I've been, P is one of my best friends, Master P, and I've been with him since 1995. Me and P have fought. We've actually had fights over basketball and dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I understand that, and, it's good to see that y'all were able to keep that shit together. That shows the bond, what I mean?